Hi, Theo Mercurio here with Consumer Reports Testing. Today, we're going to be testing fishing line. 3 tests to be exact, including tensile strength, stretchability or elasticity, and melting point. Come with us.
Nick Marandino, recorder, Rowan University.
Theo Mercurio, not tired, Rowan University.
Kevin Murphy, data reader, Rowan University.
Evan Suter, data recorder, Rowan University.
And we are the Engineers! The 3 products we are testing are Stren, Berkeley, and
For our first test, we are testing tensile strength. A rig was set up to hold the fishing line between a clamp and a force scale. The line was then tied to each device using a standard fisher's knot. After tying the lines, the scale was then pulled and measured to the breaking point. Up first for this vigorous testing was Stren. Stren was tested 3 times. Stren held up the best with having its best breaking point at 2.5 kilograms and having an average breaking point of 2 kilograms. Now with this said, the company rated their line at 4 pounds or 1.8 kilogram test. Our numbers show that this line can actually withstand more than that rating. For our next competitor, we have Seagar. Seagar was also tested 3 times. Seagar ended up coming in second place for the strength test with having a best breaking point at 2 kilograms and an average breaking point of 1.91 kilograms, just above the manufacturer's rating of 1.8 kilograms. The subject of our last test was Berkeley. Berkeley was also tested 3 times using the same method. Berkeley came in last place for the strength test with having the highest breaking point of 2.15 kilograms, but the average of only being 1.59 kilograms. This was below the rating at 1.8 kilograms. For our second set of tests, we are testing elasticity. To test elasticity, a rig was set up similar to the strength test. A ruler was then placed along the length of the line in order to measure the distance the line stretched. The distance was measured from the hook of the scale to record the overall length of the 20 centimeter line stretched. First up on the block, we have Stren. 20 centimeters of line was measured out and tied onto the rig. After testing 3 times, Stren had the best length stretched at 7.5 centimeters and had an average stretched length at 6.17 centimeters, putting it in first place for this set of tests. Second line up for testing was Berkeley. 20 centimeters of line was measured out and tied to the rig. Berkeley's best length stretched came out to be 7.5 centimeters also, but only having an average of 5.3 centimeters, putting Berkeley in second place. For our last test of elasticity, we have Seagar. 20 centimeters of line was measured out and tied to the rig. Seagar's best length stretch turned out to be 7 centimeters, but only having an average of 5.2 centimeters, placing Seagar in last place for this test, but only 1/10 of a centimeter behind Berkeley. For our last test, we are testing melting point. This is crucial to know because if your fishing line melts together, you have no way of catching a big one. To test melting point, a heat gun was used to heat the end of a screwdriver by increments of 10 degrees Celsius and pressed against the line to test if the line melted. If the line melted, the screwdriver's temperature was measured using 2 different thermometers to ensure accuracy. Our first line tested for melting point was Stren. The line was curled up to represent line sitting in a tackle box. Stren came out on top with an average melting point of 125 degrees Celsius. Berkeley came in second with having an average melting point at 116 degrees Celsius. And finally, Seagar came in last with an average melting point of only 109 degrees Celsius. Welcome back, guys. Now that you've seen all the testing done, it's really time to get into detail on what we ended up concluding with. So, I'll let the guys take it over.
In first place came Stren, winning in 3 different categories, including tensile strength, heat testing, and elasticity.
Seagar came in second because he could take the most kilograms per centimeter stretch.
And Berkeley came in last in everything. It just overall was the worst one.
This is Theo. He's in his natural habitat.
Alright, record.
I'm recording.
can't do that.
Action.
Hi, dear Mercurio.
Ready.
Hi, dear Mercurio here with.